In life, there are those who merely exist, drifting through the currents of routine, and then there are those who dare to venture beyond the shores of familiarity in pursuit of something greater. My friend, today I invite you to join the ranks of the latter, to embrace the call to do something different. Consider for a moment the vast expanse of the ocean. Its depths hold mysteries beyond imagination, yet so many choose to remain anchored to the safety of the shore. But what if I told you that the greatest treasures lie beyond the horizon, awaiting those brave enough to set sail into uncharted waters? Now, I'm not here to simply offer platitudes or empty promises of an easy journey. No, embarking on the path of doing something different requires courage, determination, and an unwavering belief in one's own potential. It requires a willingness to leave behind the familiar comforts of the known and embrace the uncertainty of the unknown. But oh, the rewards that await those who dare to venture forth. For it is in stepping outside of our comfort zones that we discover our true capabilities, the untapped reservoirs of strength, creativity, and resilience that lie dormant within each and every one of us. Think back to a time in your life when you faced a challenge that seemed insurmountable. Perhaps it was a career setback, a personal loss, or a dream deferred. In that moment of adversity, you had a choice to succumb to despair or to rise above it. And what did you do? You persevered. You dug deep, tapped into your inner reserves of courage, and emerged stronger than ever before. My friend, that same indomitable spirit resides within you still. It is the spark that ignites the flame of possibility, lighting the way forward even in the darkest of times. But it requires nurturing, cultivation, and yes, the willingness to do something different. So let me ask you this. What is holding you back from stepping into the fullness of your potential? Is it fear of failure, doubt in your abilities, the comfortable familiarity of the status quo? Whatever it may be, know this. For as I stand before you today, I am reminded of the countless individuals who have gone before us, blazing trails of innovation, resilience, and sheer determination. From the inventors who dared to dream beyond the confines of convention to the entrepreneurs who risked it all in pursuit of their vision. Their stories serve as a testament to the transformative power of doing something different. But you need not look to the pages of history to find inspiration, for the world around us is teeming with examples of ordinary individuals who have achieved extraordinary feats simply by daring to be different. Whether it's the single parent who defies the odds to build a better future for their children, or the aspiring artist who refuses to let rejection dampen their creative spirit, their stories remind us that greatness knows no bounds. And so, my friend, I leave you with this challenge. Dare to do something different. Dare to step outside of your comfort zone and embrace the limitless possibilities that await you. For in doing so, you not only enrich your own life, but inspire others to do the same. The journey ahead may be fraught with challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt, but remember this: you are not alone. Together, we can navigate the uncharted waters of possibility, buoyed by the belief that within each of us lies the power to create a brighter, bolder, and more fulfilling future. Now that we've set sail on the seas of possibility, let us navigate the waters of the comfort zone, a place where familiarity reigns supreme, but where growth often stagnates. Tell me, my friends, what does your calm zone look like? Is it a cozy cocoon, shielding you from the winds of change? Or is it a prison of familiarity, constraining you within the walls of mediocrity? For many, the comfort zone is a seductive siren, luring them into a false sense of security. It whispers sweet assurances of safety and stability, enticing them to remain within its confines. But at what cost? You see, my friends, while the comfort zone may offer temporary respite from the storms of life, It also stifles growth and inhibits progress. It is a place where dreams go to die and potential remains untapped, a stagnant pool of missed opportunities and unfulfilled aspirations. But fear not, for the comfort zone is not a permanent residence. It is merely a temporary waypoint on the journey to greatness. And like any journey, it requires courage, determination, and a willingness to venture beyond the familiar. Think back to a time when you dared to step outside of your comfort zone. Perhaps it was trying a new hobby, pursuing a challenging project, or embarking on a journey of self-discovery. In those moments of uncertainty, you may have felt a surge of fear or doubt, but you pressed on nonetheless. And what did you discover? Perhaps you unearthed hidden talents you never knew you possessed, or gained a newfound sense of confidence and self-assurance. Whatever the outcome, one thing is certain: you expanded your horizons, stretched your limits, and emerged stronger and more resilient than before. But make no mistake, breaking free from the comfort zone is no easy feat. It requires courage to confront the unknown, resilience to weather the inevitable setbacks, and faith to trust in your own abilities. But the rewards that await those who dare to venture beyond its borders are beyond measure. For it is in the discomfort of uncertainty that we discover our true potential. It is in the face of adversity that we develop the strength to overcome any obstacle. And it is in the pursuit of growth that we find fulfillment and meaning in our lives. As we continue our voyage into the realm of personal growth and achievement, let us now turn our gaze toward the ever-changing landscape of life. A landscape defined by one constant. Consider for a moment the natural world around us. From the shifting of seasons to the ebb and flow of tides, change is an inherent part of the fabric of existence. And yet so many of us resist it, clinging to the familiar comforts of the known, even as the world evolves around us. But what if I were to tell you that change is not something to be feared or avoided, but rather embraced as the pathway to success? What if I were to challenge you to see change not as a threat, but as an opportunity, a chance to grow, evolve, and become the best version of yourself? You see, my friends, the truth is that change is not only inevitable, but essential for growth. It is the catalyst that propels us forward, forcing us to adapt, innovate, and reimagine our lives in ways we never thought possible. And yet so often we resist it, clinging to the safety of the status quo, even as it crumbles beneath our feet. But what if I were to tell you that within every moment of change lies the seeds of opportunity? The opportunity to reinvent ourselves, rewrite our stories, and chart a course toward a brighter, more fulfilling future? Think back to a time in your life when change swept through like a hurricane, upending everything you thought you knew. Perhaps it was the loss of a job, the end of a relationship, or a health crisis that forced you to confront the fragility of life and the impermanence of the world around you. In those moments of upheaval, you may have felt a sense of fear, uncertainty, and loss. But in the midst of the chaos, there was also possibility. The possibility to rebuild, to redefine, and to emerge stronger and more resilient than before. For it is in the crucible of change that we discover our true strength. The strength to adapt, to persevere, and to thrive in the face of adversity. It is in the embrace of uncertainty that we find the courage to step boldly into the unknown, trusting in our ability to navigate whatever challenges may come our way. But make no mistake, embracing change is not always easy. It requires courage to let go of the familiar, faith to trust in the process, and resilience to weather the inevitable storms that come our way. But the rewards that await those who dare to embrace change are beyond measure. Imagine standing at the brink of a vast ocean, your toes inching closer to the water, feeling the cool waves lap gently at your feet. Now, Ask yourself, are you the kind of person who steps back, content with just the feel of water, or do you dive in, eager to explore the depths and discover what treasures lie beneath? This, my friends, is the essence of cultivating a growth mindset. It's about choosing to dive into the vast ocean of potential that lies within you, rather than standing back, afraid to get wet. You see, the difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who live with regret isn't about luck or even talent. It's about mindset. Those who embrace growth understand that every challenge, every failure is not a sign to turn back, but an invitation to grow stronger, smarter, and more resilient. Consider the story of the mighty oak tree. It starts as a small acorn, seemingly insignificant, easily crushed underfoot. Yet, given time, the right conditions, and the relentless push against the soil above, it grows into a towering testament to the power of growth. It doesn't fear the rain, the wind, or the storms. It uses them to strengthen its roots and branches. Like the oak, we too have the potential to grow, to reach towards our own skies, regardless of the storms we face. But how do we cultivate this mindset? It begins with belief. Belief in the possibility of change, in the potential that lies within each of us to evolve beyond our current selves. This belief acts as the soil that nourishes the seeds of our ambitions, dreams, and desires. Next is the power of effort. Effort is the water that helps these seeds sprout and take root. It's about understanding that mastery comes from practice, not from innate talent. It's about embracing the hard work, the persistence, and the dedication required to turn our aspirations into reality. Then comes the role of feedback. Just as a gardener prunes a tree to encourage its growth in the right direction, we too must learn to use feedback as a tool for improvement. It's not about taking criticism personally, but about seeing it as valuable information that can guide our growth. And let's not forget the importance of resilience. Resilience is the sun that ensures our growth is steady and strong. It's about learning to bounce back from failures, to see them not as insurmountable barriers, but as stepping stones on the path to success. It's about maintaining our focus and determination, even when the journey seems endless and the obstacles loom large. But perhaps most importantly, cultivating a growth mindset is about embracing the journey itself. It's about finding joy in the process of learning and becoming, not just in reaching the destination. It's about celebrating each small victory, each step forward, because each one is a testament to our ability to grow and change. So, as we stand here today at the edge of possibility, we have a choice. Do we step back, content with where we are, or do we dive in, eager to explore, to learn, and to grow? Remember, the only limit to our growth is the one we place on ourselves. Let us choose to be like the oak, to use the challenges we face as nourishment for our growth, to reach for our skies with branches wide open, knowing that each step forward, no matter how small, is a step towards becoming the best versions of ourselves. As we move forward, let's carry with us the lessons of the oak. Let's nurture our beliefs, water our efforts, prune our paths with feedback, bask in the resilience of our spirits, and most importantly, let's enjoy the journey. For in the end, it is not just about what we achieve, but who we become in the canvas of life. Every stroke of fear and doubt is like a shade that darkens the vibrant hues of our potential. Yet, what if I told you that within these very shades lie the contours of our greatest achievements? What if the very essence of overcoming is not in erasing these shades, but in embracing and transforming them into strokes of courage and conviction? Embarking on any journey towards growth, the road is often shrouded in the mist of uncertainty and fear. It whispers tales of potential failure, of risk too great to take. But imagine for a moment a ship safe in harbor, yet never knowing the thrill of battling the waves, of catching the wind in its sails. Is it truly fulfilling its purpose by staying docked, shielded from the storm? The essence of overcoming fear and doubt begins with acknowledging their presence. Like shadows that follow us, they are indicators of light, of dreams and aspirations that lie just beyond our reach. The first step is not to silence these voices, but to listen, to understand their origin, and then with gentle but firm resolve to start moving despite them. Consider the art of navigation. Ancient mariners, facing the vast unknown, charted their course by the stars. They embraced the uncertainty of the seas, using it as a catalyst to discover new worlds. In much the same way, our fears and doubts can become our North Star, pointing us towards our true desires, guiding us through the uncharted territories of our personal growth. But how does one begin to navigate through this? The key lies in the power of action. Action is the wind that dispels the fog of fear. It's the oar that steers through the waves of doubt. Each step taken is a declaration, a testament to the strength that resides within, a strength that is far greater than any obstacle in its path. Yet it's crucial to recognize that overcoming fear doesn't mean the absence of it. True courage is about making peace with fear, letting it sit beside you, yet not letting it steer the wheel. It's about acknowledging that fear is the price of admission for living a life of purpose, of daring greatly, of stepping into the arena where the possibility of failure is overshadowed by the potential for unparalleled growth and achievement. In this journey, remember, you are not alone. Every person who has ever achieved something of value has walked this path. They felt the tremble of fear, the weight of doubt, and yet they chose to move forward. They found strength not in certainty, but in conviction, in the unwavering belief in their purpose and in the value of their dreams. Let's also talk about the role of doubt. Doubt, in its essence, is a request for more information, a call to seek deeper, to learn more, to prepare better. Instead of shunning it, embrace it as a companion in your quest for knowledge, for mastery, for excellence. Let it drive you to ask the hard questions, to refine your plans, to fortify your resolve. And as you move forward, with each step taken in defiance of fear and in response to doubt, you'll find something miraculous. The shadows begin to recede. What was once an insurmountable mountain becomes a hill, then a stepping stone, and finally a mere pebble on the road. The narrative changes not because the external circumstances have shifted, but because you have grown. You've transformed the energy of fear and doubt into the fuel for your journey. So I ask you now, what fears are holding you back? What doubts are clouding your vision? See them, acknowledge them, and then, with a heart full of courage, choose to take that first step. Remember, the greatest risk is not in failing, but in never daring to try, in letting fear anchor you to the harbor, denying yourself the adventure that awaits beyond the safety of the known. As we continue to navigate through the vast oceans of our potential, let us do so with the courage of the mariner, with the curiosity of the explorer, with the resilience of the oak. Let us transform our fears and doubts into the compass that guides us, the wind that propels us forward into the very essence of our growth and achievement. Endure the journey towards overcoming fear and doubt is not a destination, but a continuous voyage. It's a voyage that calls for courage, action, and an unwavering belief in the power of our potential. So, let's set sail with our eyes on the stars, our hands on the wheel, and a heart full of dreams, ready to embrace the waves, ready to transform every shadow of fear and doubt into a beacon of light, guiding us towards our true destiny. In the grand tapestry of existence, every moment holds within it a choice to stand still or to move forward, to dream or to do. Have you ever found yourself at the crossroads of decision, where the path of action beckons with a promise of what could be, yet the comfort of the known whispers for you to stay? The power of taking action is the very essence of life's unfolding story. It is the bridge between the realms of possibility and reality, where dreams transition into tangible achievements. This power is not reserved for the few. It is accessible to each and every one of us, waiting to be unleashed with every decision we make. Think of the journey of 1,000 miles. A journey that begins not with a step, but with the decision to take that step. Action is the fuel that propels us forward, transforming vision into achievement, aspiration into reality. It is in action that we find the courage to face our fears, to leap into the unknown, and to carve our destinies with the hands of determination. But what is it that holds us back? Often, it is not the action itself, but the anticipation of it. We build scenarios in our minds, creating barriers out of uncertainties, and in doing so, we give power to the invisible forces of hesitation and procrastination. Yet imagine if every inventor, every explorer, every pioneer had succumbed to the paralysis of analysis. The world as we know it would be devoid of its greatest achievements, its most inspiring stories. The truth is, action begets action. Once we set the wheels of motion in progress, we create a momentum that propels us forward, turning the impossible into the impossible. It is in the act of doing that we learn, grow, and evolve. We discover not just the depths of our potential, but the strength of our resilience. Consider for a moment the magic of the first light of dawn. It does not burst forth in an instant, but gradually illuminates the world, transforming darkness into light, one ray at a time. Similarly, action does not demand monumental leaps. It honors every small step, for even the smallest action can lead to the greatest change. In embracing the power of action, it is essential to cultivate a mindset of progress over perfection. The quest for perfection can be a formidable adversary to action, locking us in a cycle of inaction under the guise of waiting for the right moment. But in truth, the right moment is a myth, a mirage on the horizon of procrastination. The only moment to act is now with what we have, where we are. Let us not be daunted by the magnitude of our aspirations. For every great accomplishment is the sum of its parts, each part a step, an action, a decision to move forward. The masterpiece of our lives is painted one stroke at a time, with the brush of our choices dipped in the palette of action. So I ask you, what steps can you take today, however small, towards the realization of your dreams? How can you harness the power of action to shape the narrative of your life? The answers lie within, waiting to be discovered through the act of doing. In the spirit of action, let us also recognize the importance of adaptability. The path of action is not linear. It is a journey of twists and turns, of learning and adapting. Each action we take is a step towards understanding, a lesson in what works and what doesn't. It is through action that we find our way, navigating through the challenges and opportunities that life presents. As we embrace the power of taking action, let us do so with a heart full of passion, a mind open to learning, and a spirit resilient in the face of adversity. Let us act not out of fear, but from a place of hope and aspiration, knowing that each step forward is a step towards creating the life we envision for ourselves. In closing, remember that the power of action is the most profound tool we possess. It is the key that unlocks the door to possibilities, the force that transforms dreams into reality. So, let us step forward with confidence, with the knowledge that in the realm of action, there are no limits to what we can achieve. Together, let us take that first step, and then the next, building a momentum that cannot be stopped, shaping our destinies with every action we take. Let us be the architects of our futures, the authors of our stories, and the creators of our success. For in the end, it is not just the achievements we amass, but the journey of action, of becoming, of overcoming, that defines the essence of our lives. In the grand tapestry of life, Woven with the threads of successes and trials, there lies a profound truth that not all threads are of the same hue. Some are darker, representing the times we've stumbled, the moments we've fallen. But have you ever considered the beauty and strength these darker threads add to the overall masterpiece of our existence? This is the essence of embracing failure, seeing it not as a blemish on the fabric of our lives, but as an integral part of the intricate design that makes us who we are. Imagine, if you will, the greatest inventors, leaders, and visionaries of our time. What if they had seen failure as a stop sign, a dead end? What if, at the first encounter with defeat, they had decided to turn back? History as we know, it would be devoid of its most cherished stories, its most groundbreaking innovations. It is through the lens of resilience that failure transforms from an end to a beginning, from a setback to a setup. But what does it mean to truly embrace failure? It means to look beyond the immediate sense of defeat, to peer into the horizon with the knowledge that every fall is a lesson, every misstep a guide, pointing us towards a path we might not have seen before. To embrace failure is to understand that it is not the opposite of success, but a part of it. Let us delve into the nature of resilience, the very quality that allows us to rise time and again from the ashes of our setbacks. Resilience is not a trait we are born with. It is forged in the fires of our trials, shaped by our responses to the challenges we face. It is the decision to move forward even when every fiber of our being wants. Consider the mighty oak a symbol of strength and endurance. In its early stages, when a storm approaches, it bends under the force of the wind, and yet it does not break. With each storm, its roots grow deeper, its trunk strong. Likewise, each failure we encounter is a storm of life, testing our resolve, deepening our roots of resilience, and strengthening our character. But how do we cultivate this resilience? How do we train ourselves to see failure not as a reflection of our worth, but as a stepping stone to greater heights? It starts with a shift in perspective. Instead of asking, why did this happen to me? We ask, what can I learn from this? This simple question shifts the focus from victimhood to empowerment, from a passive acceptance of circumstances to an active search for growth and understanding. Moreover, embracing failure involves the practice of self-compassion. Be kind to yourself in the face of defeat. Understand that to err, to fail, is human. It is part of the process of exploration and discovery. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend in their time of need. And let us not forget the power of persistence. The journey to success is rarely a straight line. It is a winding road filled with obstacles. Each time we choose to persist, to try once more, we build resilience. We reaffirm our commitment to our dreams, to our growth, and to our journey. As we navigate through life, let us carry with us the stories of those who have walked before us, who have faced failure and emerged victorious. Let their stories be a beacon of hope, a reminder that no failure is final. So I ask you, what will you do with your failures? Will you allow them to define you, or will you use them as a foundation upon which to build a stronger, more resilient self? The choice is yours. In closing, remember that the beauty of life lies in its complexity, in the interplay of light and shadow, success and failure. Each failure you embrace, each lesson you learn, adds depth and richness to the tapestry of your life. So, embrace your failures, for they are not the end of your story, but the beginning of your greatest chapters yet to come. Together, let us step forward into the unknown, armed with resilience, empowered by the knowledge that our failures are but stepping stones on the path to our greatest selves. Let us weave our tapestry with boldness and courage, knowing that in the end, it is not the absence of failure that defines us, but the depth of our resilience and the strength of our spirit. As we stand at the threshold of possibility, poised on the brink of tomorrow, it's time to gather the threads of wisdom we've woven together. Each story shared, each lesson learned, is a beacon that lights the path forward. The journey, your journey begins now, not tomorrow, not next week, but this very moment. It begins with a choice, a decision to step into the vast expanse of your potential, to embrace the adventure that awaits. Have you ever wondered what lies beyond the horizon of your current reality? What dreams and aspirations stir within, waiting for the spark of action to ignite them into a blaze of achievement? The journey ahead is not just about reaching a destination. It's about discovering who you are, who you can become. The essence of this journey is captured not in the leaps and bounds, but in each step taken, each decision made. It's found in the courage to face the unknown, the resilience to rise after a fall, the wisdom to see failure as a teacher, and the audacity to dream big. The path ahead is yours to choose, and the beauty of this journey is that you are the architect of your destiny. Remember, the power to change, to grow, to achieve, lies within you. It's in the actions you take, the choices you make. The seeds of greatness dwell in each of us, waiting for the nourishment of action, the light of persistence, and the soil of resilience to grow and flourish. As we close this chapter and look towards the horizon, let's carry forward the lessons of growth, the courage to act, the strength to embrace failure, and the resolve to keep moving forward. Let's hold onto the belief that our dreams are valid, our goals achievable, and our potential limitless. Let this moment be a declaration, a commitment to yourself and your future, a commitment to take action, to embrace the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead, to be resilient in the face of adversity, and to never lose sight of your dreams. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and that step is yours to. So, as you embark on this journey, let your heart be light, your spirit bold, and your resolve unwavering. Remember, the greatest adventure lies not in the destinations we reach, but in the journey itself, the people we become, the lives we touch, and the difference we make. Your journey begins now. With the dawn of each new day, you have the opportunity to write your story, to build your legacy, and to make your mark on the world. Embrace it with passion, with purpose, and with the knowledge that the path you walk is paved with the power of your potential.